Ruth Parker, and today on the 12 days of Christmas cooking, we are going to make brown sugar ham biscuits. So these are a great make ahead, pop them in the oven Christmas morning. You can actually make them and refreeze them and take them out later, so you could do them, days or weeks in advance if you wanted to. And they also make a great food gift your friends who want something super yummy on Christmas morning. So the ingredients you need for these is one package of, I like the Sister Schubel's brand, Parker House style yeast rolls. You do need them thawed to prep this. An 8-ounce package of country ham, and you will need to trim the fat off of it. You will do a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So here we go. So you do want to trim away any excess fat on the country ham before you put it in the food processor. So I'm getting it trimmed up here, and I'm gonna put this right into the food processor. Another little piece here. You want to remove the fat because it'll get stringy when you put it in the food processor. Okay, so I have the fat trimmed away. Definitely recommend a food processor for this to shave the ham. Here we go. Okay. So it takes no time to shave the ham. So we've got that. Got it ready. So the next thing that we want to do is to get the rolls ready. So I am going to take them out. Remember, they need to be thawed. These are bought in the freezer section of the store. So I have these. I'm going to take it out of the pan, and I am going to cut this in half. So there'll be a top and a bottom. Now, when you're cutting this, just want to do it nice and slow so that you stay real even midway up the side of the rolls. Going to slowly make your way around and through the center of the rolls. All right, so I've done that. So these rolls come already perforated. They're already separated into little rolls. So this part is pretty important to make sure you do. So pick the whole thing up and put it back in the pan. And then you're going to want to remove the top and lay it open. So you want to make sure you keep it lined up so that everything is lined up when you put the tops back on. This is the tricky part. It can break a little bit. So I am going to kind of keep it just like so. This one folds out here. There, it's almost like a little puzzle. And there we go. Okay, so I've got that separated and I've got it all lined up. The next thing I'm going to do is make my brown sugar butter that I'm going to basically brush right on to the bottoms and the tops of the roll. Okay, so I've got my melted butter, and I'm adding the 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, and I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend this up. Okay. Want to get it a little bit firm, so a whisk actually will work a little better. And whisk this up. Get it a little thicker consistency. So once you've whisked it long enough so it's a little thicker consistency, now it's time to basically paint it right onto the rolls. So I like to go a little thicker on the bottom one. Making sure you get it all the way to the edge. And then I'm also going to do the tops, but not quite as thick as I was doing on the bottoms. And these have broken apart a little bit, so probably going to have a little bit dripping between them, but that will be quite all right. Not too bad of a cleanup. Okay, so there we go. We've got the tops and the bottoms covered in the brown sugar butter. And I did make a little mess. That's okay. Next, what you want to do is you want to take your shaved ham and you're going to cover it over the bottom. I'm going to sprinkle it all in, and then we will spread it out evenly over the rolls. Just push it and spread it out evenly, push it to the edges. Remember, keep it pretty still so that you keep everything lined up when you put the tops back on. Okay, so we're going to put the tops back on. Remember that these broke apart a little bit, so I am going to have to kind of do this in pieces. If you're lucky, these won't break apart, and you can just pick up the whole top. But there we go. So that is all set. So these are ready to go in the oven. If you're going to put them straight to the oven, you want to loosely cover them with foil, and you will bake them per the instructions on the Sister Shoeble's packaging. If you are planning to freeze them or gift them, then I would wrap them very tightly in the foil. Just like that. And put them back in the Sister Shoeble's bag so you have the cooking instructions still on the bag. So if you're keeping it and freezing them for yourself, you can go ahead and just put them right back in the freezer just like this. If you are going to gift these, you've got them wrapped back up in there. You can just simply wrap that in some tissue, just like so. Let's see. Wrap that up in tissue, and then I'm going to just put it into a cute clear bag. Let's see what we got here. All right, and then we'll just tie a little ribbon right on. And I would suggest putting a tag on this. I do one just says enjoy now or freeze later, so that the person knows not to stick this under the tree. And you can just either put that in the ribbon or tape it right on, and there you have a wonderful food gift for Christmas morning breakfast.